36 inches of snow in the mountains. Wind chills crashing to 25 below zero across 12 states. And somehow the models just did something they almost never do. Both the European and GFS shifted overnight, pointing at the exact same target zones for two back-to-back winter storms hitting within days of each other. Right now, Minneapolis is sitting at 5 degrees, while Miami pushes 62. That's a 57-degree spread across one country, and that gradient is about to explode. But here's what has me refreshing models every hour. That second storm around Valentine's Day could drop snow levels to just 1,000 feet elevation. That's low enough to bury California foothill communities that haven't seen significant snow in over a decade. This is not a drill. Drop your city in the comments right now, because I'm breaking down over 100 cities and you do not want to miss what's heading your way. But before I dive into the breakdown, I need to tell you about something that happened this morning that puts all of this in perspective. Got a message from a viewer in Buffalo, a mom with 3 kids. Their furnace went out last night when temps dropped to 12 degrees. They spent the entire night huddled in the living room with every blanket they own, waiting for emergency repair that still hasn't come. The repair guy is booked solid for 4 days because half the neighborhood is dealing with the exact same thing right now. Her 6-year-old asked this morning why the house was so cold, and she didn't know what to tell him. That's the reality behind these numbers. When I say life-threatening cold, I'm talking about real families who need time to prepare. Your neighbor could be next. Let me break down what models are showing, because when both major models agree like this, you pay attention. Yesterday, we had minor snowstorm opportunities push south, but overnight, both cranked this up to full-blown major snowstorms for the mid-Atlantic and Northeast. European model showing a 988 millibar low on the Virginia-North Carolina border. That's a strong system for February. Instead of tracking north and weakening, this one moves offshore in a way that's textbook favorable for heavy snowfall across the entire region. Pennsylvania, northern West Virginia, northern Virginia, Maryland, New York, southern New England, all potentially getting buried. Now here's the timeline, because this is critical. Storm 1 rolls through February 10th through 12th. Weaker, but setting the table for what's next. Temps drop to around 60 in California valleys. Rainfall quarter to half inch. Snow levels at 5,500 feet hitting Sierra and San Gabriel Mountains. But Storm 2 from February 15th through 17th, this is the one that has me genuinely concerned, and here's why you need to take it seriously. Colder, stronger, more moisture, rainfall 1.2 to 4 inches, snow levels crashing to 1,000 feet with 12 to 36 inches above 4,000 feet. Strong winds coming with this system, gusts that could knock out power. And coastal Northern California could see snow near sea level in spots. We're also looking at localized flooding in burn scar areas from wildfires. When rain hits burned hillsides, things go bad fast. That Valentine's Day timing means this hits when everyone's traveling for the holiday. Imagine being stranded in Tahoe for 3 days. Quick question. Are y'all already dealing with impacts from the last system? Drop it below. I read every comment. Let's hit the cities, starting West Coast, where Storm 1 makes landfall first. Los Angeles at 52 degrees. City stays dry, but listen up. The Grapevine and Cajon Pass with Storm 2 could go from clear to change required to completely shut down in hours. If you're planning trips through those passes around the 15th through 17th, either leave days early or just don't go. I'm dead serious. Riverside at 50 degrees. Crucial because you're at the base of San Bernardino Mountains, which are getting hammered. Watch Big Bear access. Long Beach and San Bernardino, similar situation. That 1,000-foot snow level means foothill communities could actually see accumulation. San Francisco and Oakland both at 48 degrees. Cities stay dry, but if you're thinking Tahoe, your plans need serious reconsideration. Sacramento at 45 degrees, clear skies, but I-80 through Donner Pass showing potential for closures lasting days, not hours, with Storm 2. Stockton at 52, Fresno at 46, Bakersfield at 48. Valleys stay mild, but any eastbound mountain travel becomes extremely problematic. San Diego at 50 degrees. Far enough south, both storms miss you. Enjoy watching the rest of us suffer from your perfect weather.
Now, Pacific Northwest, Seattle at 38 with possible light rain and ice in elevations. Morning commute could get sketchy fast. Portland at 35 degrees, frost likely. Spokane at 20 with possible ice. Feeling that Arctic air from Canada. Boise at 25 with mountain snow. Hold up, I got to stop here because I want y'all to think about what these temperature differences actually mean right now. You could drive from Phoenix at 50 to Minneapolis at 5. That's a 45-degree drop in one road trip. That gradient is the engine powering all of this. The atmosphere is desperately trying to balance itself out and creating absolute chaos in the process, feeding storm after storm. Mountain West, pay attention. Denver at 25 degrees, trace to an inch in metro, but foothills like Evergreen and Conifer could see significantly more. Aurora at 30, Colorado Springs at 28 with frost and wind making it feel 15 degrees colder. Give yourself extra commute time. Salt Lake City at 28, ski resorts, listen up. Wasatch Range about to get absolutely dumped on with both storms. Powder is coming. Albuquerque at 28, light snow in Sandias. Reno at 25 in Sierra Crossfire. Las Vegas at 42, mostly clear but mountain roads impacted. Northern Rockies, and I'm not sugarcoating this. Billings at 15, Missoula at 18, Cheyenne at 20. Genuinely dangerous cold right now. Wind chills, making it dangerous to be outside more than 15 minutes. Central Idaho and western Montana looking at several feet combined. Great for snowpack and water supply. But if you need to travel, make those trips before the 10th or wait until after the 18th. Quick check-in Mountain West. What are conditions like outside your window? Drop your city and what you're seeing. Now, Midwest and Great Lakes, where Arctic air has a complete chokehold and is not letting go anytime soon. Chicago, listen up. 19 degrees with 1 to 2 inches possible. Wind chills well below zero. That Lake Michigan wind hurts your face within seconds. If you're commuting tomorrow, leave early, drive slow. Make sure your car has gas because you don't want to be stranded in this cold. Detroit at 20 with lake effect humming. Milwaukee at 18. Green Bay at 12. Exposed skin freezes in about 10 minutes territory. Minneapolis at 5 degrees. I need to be real. This is genuinely dangerous cold. Frostbite in under 15 minutes. Full coverage or don't go out. Indianapolis at 24. Light ice possible on I-70. St. Louis at 28. Actually getting a break. Enjoy it. You've earned it. Kansas City at 38. Possible light ice. Des Moines at 15. Wind chills 10 to 15 below. Omaha at 35. And here's something wild. 80 through Nebraska tomorrow could see record mid-70s before cold slams back. That's a 60-degree swing in 48 hours. The atmosphere is going absolutely haywire, and that's what's feeding these storms. Wichita at 42, Grand Rapids at 18 with lake effect possible. Sioux Falls at 10, Fargo at 5, Bismarck at 5. The Dakotas are in the deep freeze with life-threatening wind chills, genuinely dangerous. Now I need to stop here because something shifted on models overnight that changes everything for Ohio Valley and Mid-Atlantic. The 12Z European run moved that Valentine's Day storm track 50 miles further south. Cities expecting flurries now looking at 2 to 4 inches. Cities expecting 2 to 4 could see 6 plus. This is exactly how manageable snow becomes paralyzing. Major shift. Cleveland at 22, currently traced to 1 inch, but be mentally prepared for more. Columbus at 23, chance of ice on that I-70/I-71 interchange. Cincinnati at 25 on the warm edge where nastiest ice accumulation happens. Toledo at 20, Lake Erie could bump totals way up. Pittsburgh at 22, up to an inch, just round 1 before Valentine's delivers the knockout. Louisville at 28 in that transition zone. Could be all snow, could be ice, could be freezing rain. That uncertainty makes these systems so dangerous for travel. Fort Wayne at 22, no snow currently, but could flip quick if track shifts another 20 miles either direction. Stay alert. Northeast is where models are going ballistic with snowfall potential. New York City at 18 degrees, light snow and ice possible. If the European model verifies, we're talking potential blockbuster.
Ensemble guidance showing significant snowfall for entire I-95 corridor.
Boston at 15, wind chills near 0, right in the bullseye if this tracks north, could rival your bigger February storms. Philadelphia at 20, light ice. Buffalo at 12 with 1 to 2 inches. Syracuse at 15, you know how fast snowbelt stacks totals. Albany at 10, frost and ice. Rochester at 18. Hartford at 16. Portland, Maine at 8. Burlington at 10. Brutal cold testing everyone.
Let me break down that Valentine's Day system because this is what has me losing sleep. Euro all in on blizzard, Sunday 15th into Monday 16th.
That 988 millibar low tracks offshore, pumping moisture into cold air. Heavy snowfall potential, Pennsylvania through southern New England. GFS has it further south and offshore, shifting heaviest to mid-Atlantic and Appalachians. Either way, somewhere gets absolutely hammered. Mid-Atlantic in tricky territory, Washington, D.C. at 25. That Valentine's system has your name on it based on current tracks. Baltimore at 22 in that rain to snow flip zone. Richmond at 28 on southern edge. Virginia Beach at 32 could see a mix. Harrisburg at 20 positioned perfectly to catch the heaviest band if track comes together. Stay weather aware this week. Heading south, finally getting a break from brutal cold, but don't get comfortable. Charlotte at 32, ice and frost possible. Raleigh at 30, Greensboro at 28, Durham at 30, Winston-Salem at 30. Triangle region has had enough winter for the whole year. Asheville at 28, mountain ice possible. If you're thinking Blue Ridge Parkway right now, just don't. Atlanta at 37, finally normal temps. Nashville at 30, possible ice, but here's the thing. As warm air surges north to meet cold, severe weather becomes the threat. Memphis at 35, Birmingham at 35, lower Mississippi Valley from Texas into Alabama could deal with severe thunderstorms. So while north gets buried, south could be dealing with tornado potential around Valentine's. Full menu of weather. Plains battleground zone. Oklahoma City and Tulsa both at 45, possible light ice. Severe weather season knocking on your door. Little Rock at 32 in that battleground between air masses. Texas, you're in interesting territory between cold and storm track. Dallas at 42, possible frost. Nobody in Texas forgets 2021. Houston at 48, mild now, but severe storms your issue around the 15th. San Antonio at 45, Austin at 42, severe weather territory as fronts clash. Amarillo at 30, always in play with Arctic pushes. Florida feeling good about life choices right now. Miami at 62, warm and sunny. Tampa at 55, Jacksonville at 48, Orlando at 52. But remember last week when you had freeze warnings? February is wild everywhere. Nobody's completely safe. Montgomery at 38, Savannah at 42, Charleston, South Carolina at 40, all mild with no winter weather, but staying alert for severe potential. Before I forget, something wild in Hawaii. Winter storm warning for Mauna Kea and Mauna Loa. 10 to 16 inches of snow with 50 miles per hour gusts. Above 11,000 feet, even Paradise gets winter. Anchorage at -5 with 2 to 4 inches. Extreme cold even by Alaska standards. Here's what you need to be doing right now, because preparation is the difference between inconvenience and crisis. West, Storm 1 arrives Tuesday through Wednesday. Get supplies this weekend. Mountain passes could see closures lasting days. East Coast, roughly a week before Valentine's system potentially arrives. Stock up now, batteries, flashlights, medications, non-perishables. Generators outside, away from windows. No exceptions ever. Carbon monoxide has no smell and kills people every single winter. Check on neighbors, especially elderly. Remember that Buffalo family. A quick phone call could change everything. Community matters. Pets inside, period. If it's too cold for you for 10 minutes, it's too cold for your dog. Emergency kit in your car if traveling. Know where your nearest warming center is. Written on paper, not just phone that might die. Preparation is everything right now. 4 things on my radar. Number 1, Pacific storm, February 10th to 12th. Weaker, but critical for setting the pattern. Number 2, stronger storm, February 15th to 17th.
12 to 36 inches, mountains. Snow levels crashing to 1,000 feet. This is the big one.
Number 3, Valentine's Day system for East Coast. Models disagreeing on track, but somewhere is getting absolutely hammered. Number 4, severe weather potential across South as air masses collide. Tornado season could get early and unwelcome start. That's what I'm watching tonight. If anything shifts, I'll have an update first thing tomorrow morning before anyone else.
Look, I know February has been relentless. I know y'all are exhausted. I am too. But we've got maybe 7 days to prepare. Think about that Buffalo family. Think about your elderly neighbor. This is when checking on your people really matters.
The models have been remarkably consistent on this pattern, which honestly scares me a little. When they all agree, something big usually happens. Before I go, what region should I dive deeper on tomorrow? Has this winter broken you yet, or are you still hanging in there? If this helps smash that like button, it makes a massive difference getting these out to people who need the information.
Subscribe because this pattern stays active through late February. You don't want to miss updates as these storms develop.
Models showing relief on the other side, I promise. We just got to get through the next couple weeks first.
Take care of yourselves and each other out there. I mean that. This community has been incredible, and we're all in this together.
Stay warm, stay safe. I'll see y'all first thing tomorrow morning.